Hey guys, this is the Thrunite T10S flashlight. I have seen a lot of videos on YouTube about this flashlight. Now, some people froze it, some people lit it on fire, and some people hit it with a big hammer. And it kept on going. I thought that was very, very cool. If that's not reason enough to buy something like this, well, it only takes one AA battery. These are very inexpensive and they're available anywhere. But there's more. This flashlight has 3 modes. It has the lowest mode, which you can see right here, a few lumens. If you really don't want to bother anybody with this light at night, you can use it. The medium one, which is about enough to find stuff you're looking for in a room or in a tent, and the highest mode. This one is 165 lumens. This is enough to find stuff in your room, in a cave, in the woods. I think over 30 meters. I don't know what the user manual says, I haven't read it, but from my experience, over 30 meters, well, at about 30 meters you can see stuff very clearly. I hold it in the medium mode. I keep it like that in case I accidentally turn it on, but it has not happened yet. So the minute I got it, I wanted to put the pocket clip in. And the cool thing is, they give you the pocket clip, 3 little screws, so in case you lose one you have a spare, and a small Allen key. It was very nice of them to include this in because I wouldn't have had something this small on me or in my car kit. I don't have such a small Allen key, but you get it in the package. Plus you get a nice rubber O-ring. And that was the reason I immediately put the pocket clip on and it went in my pocket. Now, another thing you get with this one is a cone. I'm sure most of you know what this does. It basically turns the flashlight into a lantern. And on the medium mode, once again, it's enough to find stuff. On the high mode, this is something like a light bulb. It's basically like holding a light bulb in your hand. I've left this, I think 2 or 3 days ago, on with the cone on it for about half an hour instead of a light in my room. And it did get a little bit warm, but I did not miss the light in my ceiling. Very, very cool thing. And if you leave it in the lowest mode, this is just enough for you to see the flashlight where it is at in the room. Now, this can come in very handy, and I'm very glad they included this in the package. I like a couple more features about this flashlight. You can turn it on by pushing this button. I'm sure you could hear that. It's a click. Okay? Of course, you can turn it off and on by unscrewing and screwing the cap back on. So just do this and the flashlight is off. If you screw it back on, of course it'll come back on. You can do the same thing with the button or by screwing and unscrewing the cap. I like that, and here's why. Number one, I'm a very big fan of turning a flashlight on with a button because there's less chance of me turning it on accidentally. And number two, this is a great safety feature. So let's say I'm going to turn it off via using the button, and I don't want to take the chance of accidentally turning it on. I just unscrew the cap a little bit. Now if I press on the button, nothing happens until I screw the cap back on. Or if I screw the cap back on and the button is not depressed, you get where this is going. And I really like this feature. Now, going through the modes, Once the flashlight is on, you can do this by unscrewing and screwing the cap back on really fast. See, very low, medium, high. Or via the button. Let's say it's in high mode, turn it on, depress the button just a bit, goes into the lowest mode. Once again, medium, high, low, medium. This is how I like to keep it, in case it gets turned on accidentally, which hasn't happened yet. Now, if I turn it off right now, and leave it off for more than 2 seconds, when I turn it back on, it's gonna go in the medium mode. I really like this feature. I think this is the safest way to be sure that your flashlight is off in your pocket. Now, I've carried this flashlight alongside my EDC knife, the Spyderco Sage. And I put it in next to the Sage, in front of it, like this. When I were to put my hand inside my pocket, I would keep rubbing on the clip of the flashlight, which I didn't like that much. So at one point, I think 2 days later, I switched positions. Now, I keep playing with my knife all day long, so I take it out of my pocket, put it back in my pocket. And that's why the flashlight is so scratched up. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's really scratched up. I don't mind that, and it's very comfortable like this to have both things in my right hand pocket. Doesn't bother me. The back of the Sage is very smooth, so for carrying it, I have no problems with it. Now, it is a bit heavier than maybe some other flashlights, but I like the weight. Some people don't. I think they make an aluminium version of the T10, so you could go for that. The clip, because I was talking about how it rubbed my fingers, it's not bad, but it could be improved. However, that is the only thing I can say negative, and that's not even negative. That's, well, something I would like to see, but it does not bother me that it's this way. It could be a bit more rounded. However, it has enough tension, and the steel they used for the clip is of good quality, so it doesn't just easily bend and stay bent. And it's very smooth, so it won't tear your pocket pants. I really, really like this flashlight, and I'm gonna look and see if they have a all black model, because I think I would like to get one, and this one would probably go in my one of my many survival kits, if you want to call it like that, or maybe in my backpack that I use for the woods. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Maybe you found it useful. If there's something I didn't talk about, please let me know. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I wish you all a great day.